This morning we are joined by Winkler Flyer forward Luke Ascents. Luke, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
That's good to hear. Now, you have a couple of games coming up against Dauphin this weekend, and we'll get into a little bit of that. But first, I'd like to ask you about the position you initially thought that you would play when you were just 4 years old.
Yeah, when I was 4 years old, I thought I was going to be the coolest goalie in all the land, but turned out pretty quick that was not meant for me.
No, and then you moved to forward. Was there a choice between defense, forward that
I was actually defense for the first couple of years, and then one of my coaches put me forward, and that's where I was stuck.
So, goal scoring this year, how's that going for you?
I got 2 my last game, and that's all she wrote, so we'll see how she goes.
Hopefully you'll score a couple more against Dauphin this weekend. Growing up in Winkler, you came up through minor hockey. What was that experience like?
Oh, it's good growing up. I played with a couple of guys on my team already, but yeah, I was always playing for the Winkler Flyers through minor hockey, and it's good to finally be a part of the big boys.
Yeah, playing for your home team, how does that feel?
It's a very special moment. It's kind of like coming full circle a little bit, so it's nice.
Absolutely. Switching to a different hockey league, NHL. Who's your team?
Detroit Red Wings.
And why is that?
When I was younger, they were really good, and they're 20 years in the playoffs, so also a huge Dotsig fan, so that helped.
Gotcha, I see. And in addition to playing in the MJHL, a busy schedule there, you're also a full-time student with the U of M.
Yeah, I take 3 courses online, so it's definitely pretty busy, and it's hard to get on the computer after a bit of a bag skate of practice some days, but I try and do my best.
You're already mentally and physically exhausted, and then you have to turn your brain on for some schoolwork, but you're managing?
I do my best, yeah.
That's good. Glad to hear it. We do have something in common. We're both the youngest of 4 siblings. Are there positives? Are there negatives? What are the best and worst things about that?
Yeah, the worst thing's definitely got to be getting beat up when you're growing up, being the youngest, getting tickled and stuff. You can't really do much about it when your older sister's gang up on you, but
yeah.
Now it's nice, and they can't really do much to me. I've been outgrowing them quite a bit.
Yeah, that you have. Are you the tallest in your family? Are you taller than your brother?
Taller than my brother. Feels good.
Speaking of the games this weekend, you play Friday evening in Dauphin and then in Winkler on Sunday afternoon. What are your expectations for those games?
I think it's going to be physical, going to be a hard battle, and it's going to be good to get back on the ice.
After this long break, it won't be too rough getting back into the swing of things?
No, we had a good practice this week, so I think we'll get right back into it.
Glad to hear it. Do you have a preference, afternoon or evening games, or is it just kind of you go and play?
Yeah, I just show up to the rink and get it done.
That's a great mentality. Before we wrap up, game day routines. Are you superstitious at all? Is there anything you must do before a game?
No, as Michael Scott once said, I'm kind of stitious, but I like to show up to the rink and get it done.
There we go. Perfect. Lucas, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
And best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.